This.
It wasn't like, I'm gonna just do this for Ren. Cause you ever see that? He looked around first. He looked around at everything. He expected the panel showed him looking around, looking at all the bloodshed, looking at all the death. Then he had it on the arms too. And then he said, what the hell is this? This is hell. He went back, this is just for Ren, just doing this just for Ren. He had it in his arms, but he looked around to see his surroundings first. And he saw everything that happened to him. He had the blood in his face. He saw Kakashi laying on the ground. He got blood on him. And that's when he said, look, he said, something wrong, something got to change. That's when he said, I'm in hell. This is hell. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even about that whole aspect of Ren. Ren opened his eyes to that situation. Her death opened his eyes to that situation. To what the Shinobi world really was like. That was just this tragedy, the whole thing. So that was what it was right there. So when he lost to Kakashi, it shows that, you know the scene, a lot of people got this wrong. He got stabbed in the chest. He let Kakashi stab him, and then a hole in his chest. And he said, this is what this world has left me. I'm hollow inside. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing left. This world has left me with nothing. So he doing this plan to get everything back. He needs something to fill up this empty space in him. This loss. He had lost. He need to recover everything he lost and put this hole and have something back in him. You know what I'm saying? I know it's metaphoric. There's a deeper meaning in that. He was just saying that, like, look, I'm trying to get it back, man. I've lost everything. I'm hollowness. I'm empty. I need what I lost to fill me back up. I want to feel again. You know what I'm saying? He numb to this world. This world's left him with nothing. So that's what he's saying. He tried to get the power to bring back everything he lost. He tried, then, case in point. So people be like, let me tell you this. Let me show you how people don't even get this. If it just was about Ren. Feel me on this. If it just was about Ren. He could have easily did that plan to kill himself and got Ren to come back to life, just like just like Pain did for the damn Leaf Village. He could have killed us. He had the Rinnegan. He could have killed himself and just brought Ren back. He would easily gave his life up for Ren. He gave his life up for Kakashi. So if Ren was just the be all end all of everything, he could have killed himself right then and there when he got the Rinnegan, brought Ren back. Bam. Case in point. She there. Know what I'm saying? He already was alright without her being in his life, because think about it. Like I said, he didn't trip when she was with Kakashi. He didn't cop block Kakashi. They were walking together and chilling together. He wasn't all cop like, hey baby, you know. And then on top of that, if he wanted her that bad for himself, he could have let the rocks crush Kakashi and then be like, oh well, I got Ren to myself now. Easy. Easy. You know what I'm saying? But y'all don't feel me though, man. Y'all get the bigger picture, man. I need to calm down, man. I'm getting in battle mode right now. Let me calm down. Alright, let's go. Now, when he lost the fight to Kakashi, he comes back, he gets out of the, he knew his time was up, like, well, I don't want to die in this world. Let me get out of here to execute my plan. Boom, he leaves his dimension, pops out there. Madara sees that he mortally wounded, like, oh, I got your ass now. You been talking that shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, ain't nobody gonna talk shit to Madara, you know what I'm saying? He tried to execute his plan and forcibly make him do the, bring him back to life. And Obito like, nah, fuck that, I still ain't doing it, man. He was laying on the ground in pain, bloodied up. And he still ain't do it, And then, Madara, here come your boy, Minato. The gold flag, yellow flash, he comes to save the day. He runs in and slashes him. Trying to get Obito bleeding everywhere, man. And he said that thing about Senpai. And the man said, was he Obito? And he realized, oh man, Obito did all that shit back in the day. And he said that bleeding up, everybody thought it was over. Everybody thought it was over. But like I said, that resolve in his heart. That resolve, boom, switched out. He became the Ten Tails. God, though, man. I love that point. Because I knew, ooh, y'all was salty. Oh, y'all was salty, man. I know y'all hated it.
This is wrong in the series. How dare he be the 10 Tails? He gonna be the 10 Tails. Oh my gosh. He's such a bitch. He's such a bitch.
Man became the Ten Tails. None of y'all saw it coming. Y'all predicted so much bullshit. following up the other reviewers, following up other fanboys, everybody talking the same, saying the same shit. Y'all been wrong about this character. Over and over and over and over again. And that's what makes y'all so mad, man. That makes y'all so mad, because everything y'all try to put on this character, he always go above that. He trumps it every fucking time. He's that kid, man. He's that comeback kid. No matter how much y'all talk shit, he's still here. No matter y'all talk about how weak he is, he's still here. He started from being the weakest. He finally got power. Now he's the most powerful being in Naruto. And see, it was this saying about success. It's a motivation spirit speech. Y'all probably heard it. It goes like this. It was this young man. He went up to this guru, and he said, "Guru, I want to be successful." And the guru said, "Oh, you want to be successful?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "You sure about that?" He said, "Yeah, I'm sure." So guru said, "Meet me at the beach first thing in the morning." The young man said, "Okay, I got it." The young man goes out to the beach 6 o'clock in the morning, sharp, 6 o'clock sharp. Guru down there waiting on him. So, all right. He said, "You ready to learn how to be successful?" He said, "Yes, I am." He said, "Go stand out there in the water." So the young man go out there in the water about knee deep. Guru said, "Nah, you gotta go out there further. Go out further." The young man go out further. He go all the way up to his chest. And Guru said, "Nah, you still gotta go further." He said, "How's it gonna teach me about being successful?" He said, "Don't worry about it. You said you want to learn how to be successful, and you need to listen to me. I said go out further." So he go out further, man. The water up to his chin. And he said, "Guru, man, what's going on, man?" So next thing you know, the guru come in the water with him and dunk his head down into the water, hold him down there. And the young man struggling and fighting to live, and he's struggling hard as he can. And the guru hold him down there till he almost drowned. He pulls him up and drags him back onto the beach. And the young man's coughing up water and stuff and choking. And he said, "Guru, man, why'd you do that, man? You said you're going to teach me to be successful. How's that going to teach me to be successful?" He said, "I just taught you how to be successful." He said, You saw how you fought me? You just wanted to breathe, right? You was fighting. Nothing else mattered in your whole life except getting another breath of air. Just to have that next breath of air. There was nothing in the world mattered. Money, time, food, women, nothing mattered to you. Just that one breath of air mattered to you the most." He said, once you got something in life that you want that bad, that you willing to everything else in the world don't matter, just that's on your mind, you gotta want it like you want that last breath. He said, then you'll be successful at whatever you do. Some days you go days without eating, days without sleep. You keep going until you get the way you got to get. The only thing that matters is what you want. That's how you have success. And that's what OBITO was. His resolve was like, I'm not gonna lose this. I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna keep on striving. Case in point, when the Ten Tails tried to pull him apart, a lot of people thought it was actually him getting pulled apart, but that was just like his identity. He was losing losing who he was to the Ten Tails, was snapping him up, and he was getting like swallowed up by the Ten Tails power and everything, and his consciousness, and he was losing it. And he sat that picture, and he saw the picture getting ripped apart of him and his team. He had Kakashi, Rin, him, and Minato on there. It was ripping up. And he saw everybody like disappear, and he was losing it. And he saw his face get ripped up, and and then he sat out, and he saw Rin get put up. He said, "Rin," because it was like once again, what caused the catalyst for him to go into to change his life. It was the same thing. It was help driving him to bring it back. And so he said, "Hell nah, I'm not losing everything else again." And what he did, he pulled it back together and tamed the Ten Tails. That's how much he wanted it. He wanted it more than the Ten Tails wanted it. He wanted that success. He wanted to survive. He wanted his resolve, pulled it together. Like I said, that was heroic. There's a lot of people don't like his villain. That's something that a villain doesn't do things like that. A hero does. Once against the odds, and everything was just tearing him apart, limb for limb, like the world. It was like the world was just ripping him apart. The world came against him to say that he was wrong. But in his heart, he knew he was right. He didn't give up. And he pulled it together and said, "Ain't no way in the world I'm losing to you. I'm not even going to lose to the Ten Tails." He said, "Man, I'm working for a higher power. I'm working for a greater good." And he just didn't lose. He would not lose. And he won. He pulled it together, boom. Then he looked like he the sage of six paths. He got full control over the Ten Tails. And it was a great tale, man. And once again, then what y'all say? "Oh, he won because of a 13-year-old girl." What did she have to do with anything? Was she there in the present? No. And if you look at the damn picture, Even though he said Ren, it had all of them together. When it was pulling apart, it was all of them getting pulled apart. When it came back together, it was a picture of them all together. That was what he lost. That was what his mind was focused on. That was the bigger picture. Like I said, Ren was the catalyst, but what was the bigger picture? It had all of them on there, not just Ren. Like I said, if it was just about Ren, it was just a big picture of Ren. He even, like I said, he had Kakashi Minato himself all together again. He pulled that back together. That was what he lost. That's what he wanted back. That would help his resolve. She was a key point in his resolve, but she was a key point in his fall too at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? It's a case of point. He can't also just change. And the whole thing about her being 13. Let me tell y'all on that some dumbass shit. Not one time in this whole manga anime he did anything sexual or romance. He never even admitted his feelings for Ren throughout the whole series. He never said, I want to marry you. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing he was saying was, I want her back alive. But yet, he's a 13-year-old girl. He wants to have sex with her. He's a pedophile. Now, that is fucking stupid as shit. You know what I'm saying? He never showed any kind of pedophile tendencies toward any character. Orochimaru has, but he hasn't. He hasn't. He never even showed it. He never tried to kiss Ren. Only thing he did was she held his hand when he was dying. And she grabbed his hand. He didn't grab hers. You know what I'm saying? When she was walking with Kakashi, he let her walk with Kakashi. He didn't cop block Kakashi. Once again, he didn't cop block Kakashi. He ain't go Ren. I like it so, but he ain't spit no game to Ren. You know what I'm saying? He just wanted her back alive. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's a pedophile. You think I'm a 13-year-old girl. That's another thing. What age did she die at? If she died at 13, how the hell is he gonna think of her as a grown-ass woman when he never seen her as a grown-ass woman? The only thing you can think about, if it's a flashback, he thinking back to when he was in that time. Himself, he was the same age as she was, or close to it. So as a man, if I think back, you know what I'm saying? Think about now. Everybody are grown. If everybody, say you 20, 22, whatever your age is. If I think back to the first chick you screwed might be 15, 16 years old. If I'm a pedophile now, if I'm a grown-ass man, think about when I was screwing a 15-year-old. I was the same age as she was. You know what I'm saying? But now that I'm thinking about, I can see her nude body as a 50-year-old girl. That doesn't make me a pedophile. It doesn't make me think about when I was back then. That's what I was doing back then with that girl. You know what I'm saying? Or if I didn't get nowhere with her, I can still have to, if I think back, that's the age she was when I last saw her. I can't think of somebody, how they gonna look at the age of 25 if I don't know what the hell, if I ain't never seen them at 25. I only seen them at 15. You know what I'm saying? And he never said that I want Ren back to marry her. I want her to screw her. He wanted her back alive. That was his whole thing. I want her back alive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, ooh, he's a pedophile. He's a pedophile. And in case in point, other people say, well, if you he was only 14 years old, man. He's 13. I mean, he's 14. How he's gonna know about love? How's he gonna know about love? You know, in the real world, man, you know, you get over a girl, man. And I said, okay, really? You gonna say real world now? You got guys pulling down comments, damn 50-story damn demon fox getting stuck into a infant baby. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden real world logic gonna come into play. I'm like, get the fuck out of here with that dumb shit, man. Now, case in point, what's one of the greatest love stories of all time? Was a tragic love story. The Star-Crossed Lovers, Romeo and Juliet. Classic story, survived the test of time. Everybody read it, everybody knows it. But this is the thing that most people overlook. In Romeo and Juliet, Juliet was 13 years old. In love with Romeo. Check it out for yourself, I got time. Good, let's go. Juliet was 13 years old in Romeo and Juliet. You didn't even question that shit. You let it go like, oh, well, you know, this is a love story, man. It's a tragic love story. Star-crossed lovers. Wasn't all that going into, well, she's only 13. You accepted the story as what it was. And there wasn't no flashbacks. He was dating her at 13, son. Wasn't nobody saying, how could she be in love at 13? They end up dying for each other. You know what I'm saying? They end up dying for each other. That's how much they loved each other. And you'll say, that wasn't love? Get it together, homeboy. Get it together. Like I said, man, you got to accept the material as what is given to you. You can't sit there and change things your way to try to draw a negative opinion or to make yourself right. You know what I'm saying?